Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about my top items for productivity that I cannot live without, that I use every day, from content creating to planning my day and staying productive. Okay, let's start with my little hodgepodge filming setup. For tripods, I actually use one from Amazon. It was only $30-ish, and I use it for my phone and I use it for my Sony ZV-1. I like it because it came with this attachment for the phone. If you want to film landscape or portrait for your phone, this works both ways, and I just adjust it and get the different angles. The next tripod that I use, this one's so funny because I bought this for my Kindle reading setup. I attach it to my nightstand desk, then I attach my Kindle to it and I read it with the hands-free remote. Game changer. But it's funny because I bought it for that, and then I started using it for the over-the-head filming my content, my reels and stuff, and I'm obsessed with it. And that's actually not what I bought it for, so it was like a win-win. So I used it for both of those things and I really love it. It has like the movable arm at the end. Really great at getting the over-the-head views, but you can only use that with your phone, so not like the Sony camera. But that's okay because I love it. I used to be a makeup artist. I started that when I had my first baby, and I did that for like 7 to 8 years. And I would bring a ring light with me for my clients. So that is actually what I use for my reels and YouTube. It's a large ring light, and I love it because it's adjustable for the lightness. Gets the job done. I'm also in front of a bay window, so that definitely helps, and that works really well with my reels too. So I always make sure I film it in like morning to noonish sunlight, which brings us to what I use to film. I use my iPhone 14 Pro for, I would say, like 50% of my reels and TikToks, and then I use my Sony ZV-1, which I'm recording on right now, for the other 50%, and then I use that for YouTube. Don't hate on the phone because I didn't get the Sony till like 9 months ago maybe, and I built up with just my phone. So you just need to make sure that you have good lighting, you can edit good, and those things will grab your audience, and you don't need like the most expensive equipment to start out. I have a standing desk. It's from Autonomous, and I love it so much. Like I'll sit and work on it, and then I raise it, pull out my walking pad from under my bed, and I just walk for like 30-45 minutes at a time, and it's so nice. You get like an instant endorphin rush. I feel like I'm more productive because I'm like more alert. Game changer, highly recommend. I bought the walking pad like at the beginning of last year. Still best purchase I've ever made. I talk about it to everyone because I love it so much. We can't talk about productivity and not talk about our iPads. My most precious item. I have the iPad Pro 11-inch and then the iPad Mini 6. I kind of wonder if I should get the 12.9 inch on the iPad Pro, but I'm just a little worried that it's gonna be so big and then I just won't reach for it. I feel like the 11-inch is like the perfect size. So yeah, let me know, do you guys use the 12.9 or the 11-inch? I'm always like curious, but I just don't know if I would love having it so heavy and big. So yeah, I love the iPad Pro with my Magic Keyboard. I have a whole video, I will link it right here, but I have a whole video about my favorite iPad accessories if you want to check that out. This is definitely in there. And then the iPad Mini I love so much. I bring it with me everywhere I go, so I can just like pull a digital planner, check in on it, check in with my reminders, watch YouTube. I have to do school pickup every day, so I definitely need that with me. And yeah, it fits in most of my bags. I would say 90% of my bags the Mini fits in, so it's such a game changer, and it's so cute and small. People always ask me if it's a good one to plan on, and I actually love planning on the Mini. I feel like it's more comparable to an actual planner, so that's what, I don't know if that's why I love it, but I feel like it's fine. I just zoom in on the section that I need, and I love it so much. Okay, the next item is my MacBook Air. And I love my MacBook Air. So I have 3 kids home all day with them, and sometimes I can't just sit at my desk on my iMac. So I have to bring this around into the living room, the family room, work on my emails, work on my digital products that I'm working on. And it just makes it so convenient because I can just do that with my kids around and close by to them. So I'm not like alone in my little room right here. I actually use my MacBook Air probably more than my iMac just because of that reason. But yeah, definitely love the MacBook Air. I love bringing it to coffee shops and work on work days at coffee shop. It is great. I have the Starlight and I love it. Okay, I get questions on how I edit my videos. So for YouTube, I use Final Cut Pro. I'm still learning how to use Final Cut Pro. I watch lots of different tutorials. So I'm definitely still learning on that, but for my Instagram, Reels, and TikTok, I just like to use InShot, and it's the one that I learned on, so it's the one that I'm quickest at. I always edit my Reels and TikToks just on my phone. I know a lot of people like to do it on their MacBook, but I'm just so much quicker on my phone. So yeah, that's how I do it. Super quick and easy. It's pretty self-explanatory when you get into it. You just edit your clips, you can cut them, shorten them, speed them up, whatever. I just watched a whole bunch of tutorials on how to do that, and you kind of get into a groove with your editing style. Definitely can't live without those two programs. Okay, of course, my digital planner keeps me on track for productivity. I check in with it constantly throughout the day. Every week on Sunday, I will plan out my whole week. My planner comes with 3 different weekly layouts. And the first weekly page, it's the list layout. That's where I'll just put everything that I have coming up that week, just my normal day-to-day life. And then the box layout is where I plan out my content. So I'll just put like different ideas of what day I want to plan out that content for the week. And yeah, I keep it super simple. I don't like things that are overwhelming. So I'll write down the idea, and then if I filmed it, I will put a check mark next to it if I filmed and edited it. And that's just how I like to do it. And then another program that I like to use, still kind of planner-y, is the reminders widget on my phone. I keep it on my home screen, and it syncs from my phone to my iPad. So I constantly have like a to-do list that I'm working on that day through the reminders app. I use that all the time. I always have like 2 or 3 different tasks on there. To note, I don't use that for like big picture items. I only use that for like small steps to get to the big picture, if that makes sense. And yeah, I hope that helped. Those are just like little things that make my life easier as a mom of 3 that owns a little small business, content creation, and the works. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any requests on what you want to see from me. I'm so excited for 2024. We're going to do lots of plan with me videos. Let's make this year the most productive and best versions of ourselves. Thanks for watching.